so skip movie. Should be okay, because this is like right after the cutscene. Alright, so do not save here, because this is where we were. Because I still got to get capture card for this. So this was the previous scene. This was the hoopla that we just had to run through. So I got to save here. Yeah, so that's two different ones. Yeah, so about an hour, hour and a half. And save. Yes. Oh, so, alright, alright. Continue. Okay, so I think I just loaded up. Sorry, repeating Judy. So, I'm thinking it'll load us into the tower just before the final fight, I believe. Yeah, seems like it. Do we have any items that we could use to escape? I don't think we have that in this game. Oh, oh, the elevators. Yeah, so that was the ending. It'll look better in Final Edit. Alright, so these should work. I mean, I got the star next to the save. Unlocked. There we go. Yeah, best ending ever. No one could see it. It was all in our imaginations. Alright, so I'm going to take a quick break, and then we can head out to the world and see what we can do. Alright, I will be right back. Alright, thank you for your patience. Go from being unable to see it to me just leaving. Alright. What does that say? It's like the final Wu-Tang album. You know, I've never really listened too much to Wu-Tang. I don't know. Alright, so we pretty much have access to the left side. And then we could just leave, yeah. We do have the right side elevator, but I can't remember what that's for. Pretty much does the same thing. Nobody heard it? Oh, okay. Alright, so I gotta heal everybody here. Pretty much buy this place out. Let's see if there's anything new with the Rich. Because we have fought a few of the monsters. Okay, fought 6, 5 more. Yeah, so he tells us where they are. Butterfly in the garden, hidden in the forest. Oh yeah, I think we need to... Is the upgrade... Is the ring to its fullest? Okay, so nothing new with this. Alright, fully healed. Yeah, so now that we beat the game, probably head back to Zaudia and see if Droid and Gauch are there. Because there are a couple of things that we now have access to. Just gonna make a quick pit stop here because I gotta buy some items. Gonna spend a few things with this boss here. Yeah, so how these saves usually go, pretty much beat the game, but then it just reverts us back to just before the final boss. But it does give us a few unlockables. And I pretty much just gotta buy everything. Yeah, I use so many of these. Be funny if we get another scat talking about how much stuff we had. Yeah, definitely need these. Buy a few of these. Alright, synthesis should be good, actually. Wait. I think we're good here. Gotta keep those. Alright, so good on items. Alright, so we could check on Zaude. I'm pretty sure they show up where Jaeger had died. Because they were there briefly, but then they had run off. I can't remember if we need to do something to have them show up again. No. No, because that would take way too long. And I know I wouldn't be able to do that today. Yeah, so I figured when it comes to like 100%ing and whatnot, it would probably have to be like a continuation of the playthrough, because I still have like Tales of Graces as well. There is quite a bit to that. And I only covered pretty much the main story and a DLC for Graces. There was still the Zone Cage bonus dungeon that still had to be completed. And this one also has a dungeon itself as well. But yeah, I can explain it here as well. When it comes to these playthroughs, it's pretty much just a casual playthrough for the most part. I do like the main story, do a couple of things here and there to keep it entertaining. Any of the DLC stuff, if it has that, I'll do that. But for the most part, I won't do 100% because it usually takes quite a while for some of these games. Because you kind of have to set up for it too. Because I know the Zone Cage and Graces is actually quite hard. And I'm probably like extremely underleveled. So when it comes to a casual playthrough, I'd rather like do everything on screen. I don't want to do like, hey, I did this behind the scenes and I'm like max level, have everything already. So it kind of takes the fun out of it, if that makes sense. I'd rather show my process. So, yeah, when it comes to this game, I would probably have like a continuation playthrough, kind of like a part 2. Because this right here, what I have for this game, I guess you could consider it like a part 1. The casual playthrough of the first part. Okay, and they're not showing up. I might have to check on that then. They gotta be somewhere. Yeah, so that's a plan pretty much when it comes to longer playthroughs. Because this is usually already quite a bit for like the main story and any of the like side quests or whatnot. Which I'm sure people would be okay with if I skip around a little bit. Because these games usually do have quite a bit in them anyway. So. Yeah, and there were a few other games I had done before this too. Back when I was, early on streaming, I was doing the Near Replicant. Near Replicant has a lot of extra side stuff that I could also do. There was the fishing stuff that I could have completed. The quests were a little more of a pain in the ass because some of them are missable because there is a first half and second half of the game. So in order to get access to the second half, you kind of have to do quite a bit beforehand. And there we go. I was trying to get Viola to show up, but he wouldn't show up. And Nier Automata is pretty much the same too. There are a lot of missables in that can be done later on too, because you beat the game a couple of times and you get access to kind of like a select chapter mode, which makes it easier. Alright, so let's go to Arnian. We got the items from this guy. Yeah, so I'm thinking as of right now, since we beat the story, this is kind of, for the most part, it's going to be done. Kind of figured the final dungeon would take me a little bit longer, but I actually got it done quite well, so I kind of have to fill the time. So for now, the playthrough itself is pretty much done, but I did want to show off like some of the side stuff that we can do, and probably do some of the extra content. Because I also have other games I'd like to get working on too, playthrough-wise. If anybody saw the post I put up last night, talking about this one being done, and the next game, next Saturday is when we're going to be working on the next one, which I'm really excited for. I've played the game once. I was able to platinum it in like one playthrough, which was pretty cool. What? Yeah, 3 of each. Am I missing something? Oh boy. I guess I need more than just a fang here. Alright, let's go through everything. Alright, so first up, Might Orb. Okay, I got 7 Might Orbs, so that's good. Oh, was it the Treant Flower? Great little I got. Crystal I got. Yeah, it really can. Especially with the RPGs. There's so much content. And that's not even including the New Game Plus stuff. Yeah, I tried playing Breath of the Wild a couple of times too, but I got to the point where it's like, there's so much in it. Breath of the Wild is one of those games where I haven't beaten. It's just so much. Oh, I need a Treant Flower. That's what I'm missing. Mystic Orbs. Yeah, so I gotta look for Treant Flower. Yeah, so if anybody remembers, this was a town that we pretty much created collaboration with the Knights and the Guild and whatnot. We talk to this NPC and we give him materials, and we can, in a sense, build the town. But we have to find these somewhat hard to find materials, and I believe I could find a flower here. I just have to find a couple of pickup spots, because I don't know what the monster is that drops these. I thought it was one of the Treant dudes, but... And I'm not seeing any pickup spots around here either, too. Be nice if they respawned. Yeah, I have a bunch of games that I haven't really beaten yet that are like that. For various reasons, though, too. Whether it's like too much or I just ended up playing other games. Tales of Arise is another game that I actually haven't beaten yet, but that was only because I got busy with other games, which we will be playing. That'll be the next Tales games. As far as I know, I'm good to stream that one. Aren't any issues with it. Probably has like a blocked intro, but I didn't see any other issues with it. Let me hop down and use a 10. Yeah, because I would have loved to stream Zestiria and Berseria, because those two were definitely pretty good. Zestiria is a little bit slower. Berseria is a little bit faster. Definitely a little bit darker, story-wise, but it's still fantastic duo of games. And those two are kind of interesting, too, because they kind of share
we can still overcome this.
A couple of similarities. They're not exactly sequels, in a sense, pseudo-sequels. They do share a couple of different, quite a bit, names and characters and whatnot. For instance, in Zestiria, we have a character named Edna. It's this Tales of America win. Probably never. We have a character named Edna in Zestiria. We run into her, and we learn that her brother pretty much gets turned into this dragon, so we have to take on the dragon. It turns out we actually get to have him as a party member in Berseria, and we learn about him having a sister that he cares for, so it's kind of interesting that it's like a shared plot point. So in a sense, they're kind of both happening at the same time, but not really. And you know, a couple of the enemies and people that we run into in those two games, you know, share more than some of the other Tales games, which is kind of interesting.
Man, could you be any weaker?
Don't let him trip you up.
So, yeah, I would have loved to play Berseria. Berseria is one of my favorite ones.
You picked the wrong people to fight with.
Because they definitely got a really good protagonist that you play as. You get to play as Velvet. She's a badass. If anybody wants to check out any of the, I'm sure you could find like gameplay and playthroughs of that on YouTube. Velvet's definitely one of the better female protagonists as I've seen in many a game. But yeah, I would have to get a better computer, so I would have to, so I could use a capture card and stream it. I could probably do like a not so live playthrough of it using the capture card, but I'd rather, you know, have people see it live. So unfortunately I can't do that. So that was pretty much the plan. I was gonna continue with Tales and then switch over to the next game for next weekend, which will probably happen for about a month or so, depending on how fast that one is, and then wrap it up with Tales of Arise. Yeah, I'm not seeing any pickup spots on the ground. And it's also kind of annoying that it's like perpetual night out too. Oh yeah, I should probably check Monster Book. Yeah, Demon Seal and Red Savory. Yeah, Repeat actually got that deal item. Yeah, Tarkaron, and then yeah, he didn't have any drops. Yeah, it isn't too bad. Tales of series is definitely a must-play for anybody that likes, you know, a lesser-known RPG series. Definitely a fantastic series to get into. And you really can't pick a bad one. There are so many good entries in the series. And I'd say the ones that definitely stand out the most are, you got Berseria, which is really good. You have Xillia 1 and 2, which is a little bit harder to play because those are on the PlayStation 3. So you definitely need the capture card for it. I don't think there's anyone here I need. Need to get that tree end flower, but I'm not sure. Let's see. Oh yeah, the controllers. Yeah, I got a PlayStation 3 too. It's just the issue with mine is that it started to have a tendency of not reading the discs, which was kind of annoying. I do have a couple of digital games on that, which is nice, but it started to have issues with playing physical discs, which was really frustrating because I couldn't figure out what was going on. Okay, so I'm in the right place. Which was really frustrating because I was playing Final Fantasy 13-2 at the time. I finally got the PlayStation version of it because I had originally gotten the 360 version of that game. And Eternal Sonata was another one. And when I was playing those, I started having issues with it. Like sometimes it wouldn't even read the disc. I tried opening it up a couple of times, trying to figure out what was going on with the disk drive, but I couldn't see anything. Do you hear that voice? Sounds like a kid's voice to me. What would a child be doing in a place like this? What is going on? What? Oh, you poor thing. There. Oh, I remember this. Okay. Hey, let me see it for a second. Stop crying, you. Rita, what? You can't just expect it to stop crying if you ask. Wow, Rita, you've really got a mother's touch. What's that supposed to mean? Hey, do you think this child was abandoned by its parents? If so, we should probably take it to the Knights to take care of. Yeah, but it's so late to be doing that. Hey, yo, cut the tears, kids. Stop crying, will ya? I might as well wait until the morning. We can look after this little one until then. Yeah, I'll pass. Why? I'm really sorry, but I'm not too good with children so young that they can't even understand me. I'll have to bow out on this one too. It's so small, I'm afraid of breaking it. You really think I look like I'd make a good babysitter? Well, I think... whatever. You all are useless. But I haven't even said anything yet. Let's go, Estelle. Oh, alright. So, we found someone's kid. Okay. Yeah, so I think a lot of fans of this game definitely like this scene. Because we get to see the dynamic of Rita and Estelle. Not this again. Why does it always stop crying when you hold it, Rita? I don't know. Why are you crying all of a sudden? Maybe it's hungry. Maybe we should give it a banana. Rita, no. Shut up, Carol. Who's there? Rita, this baby is still too young to eat bananas. Maybe if we gave it some milk or something else? Who would have thought he would just pee like that all of a sudden? I'm gonna go see if I can find something to use this diaper. As a diaper. Somebody's all smiles now that he drank his little milk, isn't that right? There's a good boy, there's a good boy. I was really surprised to see that he was a boy. Yeah, of course. You're blushing, Estelle. Huh? Just kidding. Yeah, he's sleeping so soundly. It's way past my bedtime, too. And yeah, you've been awake for hours taking care of him. Well, I can't just leave him alone. You know, I wonder where Yuri and the rest ran off to. Yeah. Do you think the two of us look like a mom and dad? A happy little couple? Huh? What are you talking about? If we don't end up finding his mother, we should adopt him and raise him together. And she just passes out. Comically large potato. That's good. You're crazy still. Kid, don't you go forgetting us once the morning comes. Carol and Yuri were keeping an eye on him. Oh, my little angel. Oh, one of the parents. Thank you so much. I looked away for a second and someone carried him away. Yeah, okay, lady. You should really be more careful. Thank goodness we found him. Too bad we didn't get to take care of him for a little bit longer. You're joking, right? He'd really started to take a liking to you, Rita. He's just being a normal baby. He doesn't take a liking to me. They say that babies can instinctively tell when someone's a good person. A good person? Rita, you're a good person. Oh boy. Yeah, so that wasn't just an end of the game thing. A lot of places here have that. We travel around and we could just have like a random event. It's no longer nighttime too, which is kind of nice. So I wanted to see if this guy had an update. Cheagle fur. Okay, so I'm pretty sure I have everything else. Where am I going to find a Cheagle fur? I really have no idea. Alright, so Heliord is a boss for now, so we have to find Cheagle fur. I don't know what the enemy is. For all I know, it's probably one of these.
This'll make good practice. Don't let him trip you.
Honker.
Up.
That's... Okay. Okay, Thorn Wiggle.
You picked the wrong people to fight with.
Let's see. Yeah, I'm not really sure what that enemy would look like. I'm not sure if it would be around here. Oh, might get something rare. Let's try this one. Oh, he already fought these guys.
You picked the wrong people to fight with.
I do know that there are some monsters that only appear in certain weather conditions. We do have some that appear in rain. Wasn't that one? Let's try this enemy.
Man, could you be any weaker?
Don't let him trip you up.
Howler.
You picked the wrong people to fight with.
It wasn't a tortoise. I'm not sure what it would be, though. Oh, what was it? Howler. A couple of things, nothing I need though. Yeah, because I haven't seen any enemies with that name, so I'm not sure. You know, funny enough, I didn't watch. It was either a video or a short that popped up in my recommended about Terraria. Yeah, by the way, it's fine if we talk about other games because we're pretty much just doing side stuff right now. It looked like they were coming out with. It wasn't quality of life stuff, but it was some other things that was coming out. I think it was. I'm trying to remember what I saw in it. I didn't watch it, but it looked like we're getting stained glass that actually changes color depending on the light, or what it looks like. And I couldn't tell what the other thing was. Terraria 2, I don't know. I'd say at this point, I don't really see us getting a sequel to Terraria. It's pretty much like Minecraft. There is so much in Minecraft that we're probably never going to get a sequel for it. So I feel Terraria is pretty much in the same boat. Terraria has such a large amount of content that why even bother making a sequel? If it's not broken, don't fix it, sort of thing. There's already so much to Terraria. That could definitely change in the future, but yeah, I saw stained glass. I thought it looked actually kind of cool. It looked green, which was pretty nice, but yeah, it was either a short or some video. I didn't watch it though, so I don't think I can get it to pop up again. Yeah, 'cause I'm looking right now, and I pretty much just got like the usual stuff. That one glitch that the devs know exists, but refuse to fix? In what game? I'm sure almost every game has one like that. There are a few.
Let's eliminate them.
I don't know of any crazy glitches in Terraria. I never really dug too deep into the glitches in Terraria. What is it? Unless I forgot, I might know it is. Whatever. If you mention it. Let's see if there's anything in Dawngress we can do. Oh, Ahoy. Yeah, okay, yeah, I know exactly what that is. Yeah, they know about that, so it's essentially in... Now, let's see if I can explain it. You set up platforms, and you can change how they look by using a hammer on them, and you can essentially break the game in a way that you can pretty much change your momentum if you run into it. And I'd say at this point, the devs do know about it. Digit definitely knows about that. So I would have to say instead of a glitch, it's more of an unintended feature. And it's been used in many different things. And yeah, I'd say they've kind of accepted the fact it was pretty much unintended, but they kept it anyway. Yeah, I remember seeing quite a bit on that. I've never done it myself. Well, no, there was the. I made a partial one trying to get into the. Oh, what is that thing called in the jungle? The temple. Yeah, that's why I figured it. It's pretty much just an unintended feature that they decided to leave in the game. You can also think of Nuvalet's spin cycle. That's pretty much it. Although that one is more of a glitch and not a feature. But yeah, the Hoik is a setup that you could use to drastically increase your momentum in Terraria. And it sets it up for really easy boss fights. You can set it up for traveling and whatnot. It's getting pretty late. Maybe we should stay in Dongress tonight. I agree. It's important to rest well to recover from all the running around we've been doing. Where are you going, Flynn? I'll be patrolling Dongress tonight, so I'm going to ask the Union's permission. I'm still a knight, even when I'm not with my brigade. Protocol must be followed. Why are you going to patrol? Isn't that the Union's duty? It's hard to imagine that the Union's been functioning as normal since the Dawn's death. Word of Dongress's deteriorating peace has reached even the Knights. Infighting among the guilds has definitely increased with the Dawn's gone. With the Dawn gone. That's something the Union really ought to be handling, but yeah, I think a night on patrol should be enough of a deterrent. Flynn, don't be such a stick in the mud. We finally got a chance to relax. This calls for letting loose, not working hard. Flynn's on-off switch is stuck it on. That's rich coming from a guy whose on switch is stuck it off. Right then, follow me. I'm taking you somewhere nice. No, really, I do have to patrol tonight. Oh, does he get him drunk? Everything's a life lesson, kid. Now shut up and come on. But Raven... Yeah, so that is one of the... Because I've talked about this too. That's one of the disagreements I have with the community as a whole. I've said it a few times. It was not a feature. It was a bug with Nuvalet spinning. And it was definitely overused. And they tried fixing it, but a bunch of people got butthurt that they fixed the game, so they reluctantly set it back up so that they can essentially glitch Nuvalet to spin around super fast. You see it more on the PC side with the mouse and keyboard compared to a controller. You pretty much just going to increase your mouse's DPI and you could spin around really fast. But yeah, it was not a feature, it was a bug, and they tried to fix it and people got mad because people get mad over stupid shit in games all the time, so yeah. Really disappointing. So I kind of wish they would have left it. It's like they fixed the bugs, so let them fix it. If you don't like it, then okay. Don't use Nuvalet. Alright, let me shut this off. Yeah, and you're pretty much a spin around anyway, so. Alright, you really gonna let that old man take him like that? I doubt he's got a family-friendly place in mind. Anything that helps Flynn let his hair down is fine by me. Yeah, I think it's because most people got too used to it. No way, you're a knight? You gotta be kidding me. I never have guessed. Everyone knows knights are all stuck-up little jerks. There's no way someone as cute as you could actually be a knight. Do girls in the Empire go crazy for any guy who calls himself a knight? Too bad. Too bad for you, you're in Dongress now. Well, don't be so nervous. We'll let you, we'll tell you all sorts of stuff if you just ask. It's hard to believe you really are a friend of Raven's. You're just drinking juice like some little kid. You're too adorable. Come on, just relax. We're gonna have so much fun together tonight. Oh, Raven. Yeah, I guess I misremembered it. He didn't get him drunk. Good morning. Morning. I didn't keep you waiting, did I? Nope. Hey, don't tell me you two were out all night. The sun was up before I could even notice. It's fine. Knights are used to staying up from dusk to dawn. Doesn't affect their fighting. Looks like you've had the time of your life. It was fun. Pardon me. Raven showed me a very interesting time. Oh, good. He must have wanted to be as good a friend of you as Yuri. Yeah, I wish Yuri would have been there too. What's wrong, old man? Don't look so down. That was a big mistake. I've never taken Flynn out on the town again. None of the girls so much as glanced at me with him around. Oh, poor Raven. Oh, it's always been like that. He's pretty used to being flirted with by now. What now? Nothing. Did you have a good time? Yeah, I got to hear from people who aren't used to seeing knights in their town. I realized how important it is to take a load off sometimes and just listen to people. Yeah, I doubt that old man had such admirable goals in mind. Sorry you had to put up with him all night, old man. You don't know the half of it. Emperor of the Night. That was pretty funny. There's also another scene in this town too that we get to do with Carol, but I can't remember how we activate it. Because it's pretty much a screaming contest that Carol gets into. It actually has a couple of choices that we can make, which is kind of funny. Because depending on the choice, Carol either wins or loses. I don't want to spoil it just yet, but... Yeah, sure, I'll help. Oh, is that so? Is what you need to do. My guild here is about protecting rabbits. It's the Bunny Guild. I want you to help spread the word about my guild. It's nothing to it. I'll give you this badge. You gotta be famous with this. To put it simply, just collect a lot of titles. The more titles you earn, the more well-known my guild becomes. Give you a nice reward as my guild gets more famous. Fantastic. I almost forgot. Here's your badge and a little something for your efforts. Yeah, so there's this guy. It's to show that we're promoting a guild? Yeah, so these are first still. I'm counting on you. Collect lots of titles. Yeah, so I believe this guy pretty much just gives us pieces to an outfit, pretty much dressing up as the, it's like a bunny outfit costume. We've seen this in several different games. Let me go to status here so I can get it. Yeah, so we could give her bunny ears. Let's see. There was also the other one that lets us combine some of the attachments. I'm really curious as to what. Oh, I thought it was a chest. It's like, wait a minute. See if there's anybody in here. Ugh. Guy sitting there, guy in here. Shut your hole and leave me be. Alright. Ain't going any further. Well, nothing down here. Yeah, I can't remember how to start that screaming contest. Might be somewhere in town. Because it also involves the hunting blades. Which is pretty funny.